Hello, this is Adam Bernard with AutoPerspectives, and welcome back to our weekly news roundup. And happy July. Last week in the US, it was a holiday, so somewhat slower news cycle, but still a few interesting stories to cover. And we'll start with BMW and the new X5. If you are a fan of BMW's Neue Klasse design strategy and technology, you're going to enjoy the third model to benefit from this new strategy, which is BMW's mid-range SUV sliding above the already released iX3 and X3. Now, the X5 will launch in several variants, including mild hybrid gas and diesel, plug-in hybrid, gas, and electric with a hydrogen model to follow. BMW notes this is the first model with 5 different drive system types. Also note that while the BMW X3 and iX3 come off 2 different platforms, all of the X5s come off of BMW's CLAR platform. There is not a true X5M yet. A non-electrified V8 is promised next year. But in the meantime, there is a 578 horsepower M60 EV and a 612 horsepower M60 plug-in hybrid. Now, much of what we saw in the iX3 from a Neue Klasse technology standpoint appears here, including the 800-volt electrical architecture, the 20% higher power density battery chemistry, symbiotic drive, automated driving, panoramic iDrive, the Alexa Plus onboard AI technology, and the Neue Klasse design aesthetic. But there's some new stuff here as well. Up front, the angled lighting signature that you saw in the BMW i3 and iX3 has been replaced by what BMW calls the double X light icons. If you get one of the M variants, those are yellow, and that will become a design signature for all the M variants going forward. At the back, the one thing you'll note is a conventional tailgate, so no more split tailgate, which was a bit of a differentiator for BMW in this segment. Chalk that up to design, aesthetics, cost, and complexity. You'll also note that BMW doesn't have to worry about China's ban on retractable door handles. It now uses little winglets, those little black things you see sticking out of the body around the B and C pillar. Those are mounted there on the belt line for a smoother appearance. You'll have to check out GM's full-size trucks and SUVs to find a battery bigger than the iX5, 141 kilowatt-hour battery mounted underneath, yielding an impressive EPA estimated range of 435 miles. The iX5's the DC fast charge rate is up to 460 kilowatts, been faster than the 400 kilowatts on the i3 and the iX3. And the iX5 now features something called soft stop, which promises, quote, jerk-free recuperative braking until the vehicle comes to a stop, even with driver assistance activated. Inside, the X5 picks up the parallelogram-shaped passenger display from the larger 7 Series and features an animated wraparound ambient light strip for a little more drama. If natural wood, aluminum, and piano black are too old school for you, you will like the available slate trim, which is part of the BMW individual clear and bold interior option. Crystal glass controls for the gear shift, audio volume, and seat controls are also available. In addition, BMW does offer some hands-free driving on motorways up to 81 miles an hour in, quotes, many European countries and beyond, with what they call entry to exit and address to address support. Overall, this looks to be a pretty competitive vehicle. They've checked all the boxes on the new X5, assuming the aesthetics are to your liking, and perhaps a few boxes that nobody expected. There doesn't appear to be anything obviously missing for the recipe for a highly competitive midsize luxury SUV. Mercedes and Audi are no doubt paying very close attention. From here, we'll go to a different segment in a different country to Chery and Chery's Jetour brand, which showed the F700 pickup. Jetour is Chery's off-road mark, which targets, this vehicle will target the BYD Shark 6 that was launched last year. And it's based on a concept that we saw last year at Shanghai's Motor Show. The accessories are expected to include a rooftop tent, metal storage racks, a snorkel, and auxiliary LEDs. So this is definitely intended to be a rugged off-road entry. It's also a little bigger. It's a few inches longer than a typical midsize truck like the Ford Ranger or Toyota Tacoma. So not a true full-size vehicle like the Silverado or an F-150, but we can see the Chinese are starting to slowly creep in that direction. It has a coil spring rear suspension like the Ram 1500 and double wishbones up front, so perhaps a little more refined. Under the hood is a 2-liter turbocharged 208 horsepower engine set up as a plug-in hybrid. Sources suggest that may offer up to 800 or more horsepower. And the cattle source battery, CATL, can be charged from 20 to 8% in a very quick 10 minutes. Inside, the layout might look a little familiar if you just saw the BMW X5, because it has something that looks very close to BMW's panoramic iDrive. There's a display along the base of the windshield, along with a freestanding central touchscreen. You'll see the ovoid steering wheel with the flat top and the flat bottom. Allows you to see over the top of the steering wheel to look at all the instrumentation. There are physical controls both below the central touchscreen and on overhead consoles. Overall, Jetour is building on China's growing interest in off-road capable vehicles and brings Chinese automakers closer to Detroit's real money-making segment. Right now, only the F-150 Raptor is sold in China so far, but the big three here in Detroit may be looking at other opportunities. And now let's look at something much, much smaller. In the upper right there, you see the original Fiat 600 Multipla from 1956, a rather innovative six-seater that was based on the original Fiat 500 or 500. What we saw last week is the Fiat Multipla, basically the Multipla. It's a 4-passenger variant of the Topolino. It's due in 2028, and it was shown in rendering form at a micro-mobility event in Vatican City. Fiat has really been boosting up the low end of its portfolio, so this vehicle would slot above the Topolino and below the upcoming Panda e-car, which is a €15,000 4-passenger electric EV. This, of course, is also electric. It's designated as an L7 vehicle, so it means more power. A top speed of up to about 55 miles an hour, which is double what you can get off the Topolino, and likely a larger battery as well. But again, it would slot in terms of size and capability below that upcoming Panda. This might look a little familiar if you watched Stellantis' Investor Day presentation. They had referred to this vehicle as a Quattrolino, but clearly they decided to leverage the heritage of the Multipla in order to bring it back. And finally, BYD's Seal 08 is one of many very sophisticated midsize / large new energy sedans available in China. This was just unveiled, and it's their new flagship. It's part of BYD's Ocean family. Now, a lot of the stuff here sounds very impressive. It's a $30,000 starting point, up to 420 miles of EPA equivalent range, up to 634 horsepower, standard 4-wheel steering, LiDAR supported automated driving, an available air suspension with road preview functionality, just like Mercedes, and capable of getting about 185 miles of range in a 5-minute charge. And that's BYD's Blade Battery 2.0 and fast charging. But here's what really caught my eye in one of the articles on the Seal 08. Quote, for 1 year from the date of delivery, the company will also provide full coverage for safety and losses in city navigation-assisted driving and smart parking scenarios. Now, there's been a lot of debate in the industry about what happens if a vehicle equipped with automated driving hits someone or something. Who is responsible? It sounds like, at least for a year, BYD is going to take the hit on that. And I managed to dig up a more detailed quote here. It says that in the event of a traffic accident caused by the driver assistance system, BYD will fully compensate for all legally liable economic losses incurred by the vehicle owner, including repair costs, third-party property damage, and personal injury losses. The coverage excludes amounts paid due to user violations of laws or regulations, frankly, as it should, or additional payments made for purposes such as settlement or reconciliation. The service is provided free of charge with no cap on compensation. The payouts are made directly by the manufacturer without affecting the user's insurance premium in the following year. Now, it is only for the first year. You would think maybe beyond that, they might want to consider some level of liability. But that's certainly more than any other automaker that I'm aware of. And as the Chinese continue to raise the bar from a technology standpoint, they appear to be raising some level of accountability as well. That about wraps things up for the news this week. If you like what you saw and what you heard, please subscribe and share. Visit AutoPerspectives.net, check out the blog, and look for me on LinkedIn and Substack. Thanks for watching and listening. See you here next week. Bye.